The Copperbelt Agriculture, Mining, Industrial, Networking Enterprise, Caminex, is an annual show event organized on the Copperbelt mining town of Kitwe, bringing together the key players in the agricultural sector, industry, trade, and mining sectors. The 2025 Copperbelt Agriculture, Mining, Industrial, and Networking Enterprise, Caminex, was organized under the theme, Creating a Regional Hub of Possibilities, Partnerships, Production, People.
How does this resonate with what you do as a project?
Thank you very much. And Michael, it appears like the people that were crafting this year's theme for Caminex actually stole it from our project, because in our project, our focus is first of all to create partnerships that I've already mentioned. If you look at the list that I've given you of the partners that we are working with, that's what we believe in. Secondly, the project is intended to support the primary producers and the processors to improve their production, to increase their production. And this is our focus. When you look at the financial support that we offer them, it's all intended for them to acquire productive assets that should help them to increase their production.
The Zambia Agribusiness and Trade Project 2, Zatp 2, participated at the 2025 Caminex, together with the statutory bodies, under the line Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry, MCTI.
So someone has been treated in Rukuniama and
we are a government project supported by the World Bank through a loan to a tune of $170 million. The objective of the project is to provide access to finance and markets and promote firm growth for the players in this agribusiness sector in Zambia. Our project is divided into three components. The first component, which is support access to markets and finance. The second one is promote trade and agribusiness competitiveness, and the final component is project management.
we do so that we can leverage the advantages that the market opportunities that this can bring. It will be easier if they aggregate their produce and supply to an institution buyer. We also support them with matching grants. So we have the criteria for the matching grants, and basically this is an investment that we make into the group. It would be a tractor, as I mentioned, it would be a greenhouse for them to increase their volume of production. So we co-invest, they contribute something. Specifically, they contribute 40% of the investment, then we come in with a 60%, the larger chunk of the investment. It's a grant. As long as they meet the requirements, they don't necessarily have to pay.
In other countries, you find in the restaurants and the hotels, they'll bring in the students, that are working. Couldn't we also inculcate something like that?
So this is a sector, what we call environmental and social safeguards, and we have a number of plans that are in that. I work in the social, but I have my colleagues who work in that. So we have like labor management plans, which looks at the labor management of the beneficiaries that we'll be supporting. And because we know in Zambia, it's not something that's very strong or mandatory as of yet, we're still trying to build a regulatory system that is strong enough to manage the business in that. What we're trying to do is to build the systems of these businesses and cooperatives to be able now to implement, even after the project has left and is no longer supporting it, then the Ministry of Commerce and other line ministries that we work with, such as Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Labor and Social Security, the Ministry of Environment through the Zambia Environmental Management Agency, will still be able to leverage and then continue to work on the work that we've already started.
We're going to identify youth entrepreneurs. and attach them to successful businesses, and also attach them to TSPs, technical service providers, so that they can build the competence. They will also kind of double up as mini consultants to support groups like cooperatives. How do you develop a proposal? What do you do about this? Based on that experience, we're hoping that they'll take that knowledge into their space of production. Then in the next 5 years, we have built a result-oriented youth who understand why they're in business and actually can develop that business to scale. Thank you. That's a little bit of
Two beneficiaries supported under the first pilot phase of the Zambia Agribusiness and Trade Project exhibited at the Caminex with support from the Zatp 2 project. These included Drop of Health Limited and the Chabutete Yam and Tuber Growers Cooperative based in Kitwe under the Copperbelt region.
Producing all these things.
And yes, they're using yam. So this is innovation. So we have supported them to actually develop this product where it is. If you see today, we have one, this is from Tongwe. They're now making ginger water.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, good. That I haven't seen. Yam koyo.
Moringa water, ginger and lemon.
So this is innovation.
Yes, yes.
And, their products are very good. There's coffee, there's yam tea, there's yam meal, and yam
Actually, these are the things that we
also
need to just
preservation of vegetables.
improve on our palates, isn't it? Yeah, so that we just don't stick to
Yes.
corn shima.
No.
Yeah, you can have the yam,
You can have
the cassava,
variety.
the variety of it.
Yes,
Yes.
You
exactly.
should promote this.
I'd like to thank Zatp for the trainings that we had, or the capacity building that they are doing countrywide. So specifically, I attended one training which was held at the Mobile Hotel, where we were being prepared for the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. Yes, it was a very good workshop, because as SMEs, if we are not fully prepared in terms of the quality of our products, Zambia will be a dumping site for other products.
Zatp is helping us in terms of marketing, finding markets for our products, and just ensure that our products are safe and secured. They do help us in providing how to market, how to advertise products to different people. For example, here we are having a show, so they are helping us to give us stand and to make sure that we communicate with different people, to teach them on our product and to tell them where our product can be found.
The Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Honorable Chipoka Mulenga, toured the stand for his line ministry at the Caminex on the 27th May 2025. Minister Chipoka Mulenga took time to visit all the stands for the statutory bodies and the Zatp 2 project under the line Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry. The minister was accompanied by the Permanent Secretary, Commerce and Trade, Lillian Walia, and other senior government officials.
Capacity building, we do partner with several agencies to kind of train our members. Aside from that, they have an opportunity to market their products and services.
We are a project under the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry with the responsibility of increasing access to markets and finance and promote firm growth in Zambia's agribusiness sector. And so our main activities involve providing technical assistance to both the farmers and the SMEs that are adding value to agro produce. We also support them financially to capitalize their businesses in terms of productive assets through what we call matching grants. These are grants that we give, as well as lines of credit.
So their intention is to support farmers to move into value addition, and the fund is there. It is non-discriminatory. People with that ability to produce peanut, to produce cornflakes and other things, they are supporting with those grants.
The Caminex provided an opportunity for the Zambia Agribusiness and Trade Project 2, Zatp 2, to network and engage with key stakeholders such as statutory bodies under the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry, regulatory agencies, and other relevant line ministries and departments.
Create increased access to finance. So what we've noticed is that most of our farmers, they are limited when it comes to accessing commercial finance. When they find it difficult to approach the bank and to go to these places to get financing.
The event also provided a platform for promoting the project objective and services, such as Market Connect, matching grants, and a line of credit to potential beneficiaries. The potential beneficiaries of Zatp 2's matching grants and a line of credit includes producer organizations such as cooperatives, farmers associations and unions, agribusiness firms, small and medium enterprises, SMEs.
The project's specific targets, for example, we're looking at targeting 1,750 firms that we're going to support. We'll support 1,400 cooperatives. And these together, they give us 3,150 direct beneficiaries. That you look at entrepreneurship as a process of growth, as a process of addressing some of those externalities that we may not foresee. So the project is meant to build capacity, stamina, a mental stamina, so that you are able to survive shocks as a business. Every business in the world goes through shocks. But the shocks that will come in this country, everyone will run away. Why? Because we're not used to shocks. But what we are saying as Zatp is that let's prepare ourselves for these shocks. Let's build stamina within our business so that we're able to compete effectively on the market space.
The project provides matching grants through calls for proposals targeted at producer organizations such as cooperatives, farmers associations, and unions as potential beneficiaries.
Vingi vyako tukitaba women cooperative tulanimama garden ifisadi soko filiso ifisadi misaru tula supply bakanyenda bampongwe tomato tudesha nyafya patwa ikata kwa kanono apatwa chitako efika ilimpanga yo twashitire ya garden ya kubika kwa mafish ponds yawe ne tubikire kwa yabiti.
On the second day of the Caminex, the Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Honorable Chipo Kamulenga, MP, toured the exhibition stands for the cooperatives, clubs, and societies. The Minister encouraged cooperatives and women's clubs to apply for matching grants offered by the Zambia Agribusiness and Trade Project 2 under the ministry.
We can support them for value addition. The financing is available. Imagine how you're going to get the satisfaction making these people their products sold in ShopRite and merchant stores. So let's support them. Keep applying. Mr. Guide.
Good.
Let us submit my role in this.
Mulesha submit. Na mulemba kale application.
Mkwai.
Okay, good. Cooperative.
Mkwai.
Okay. So, our past stand. So you can come past stand if you're not clear on things, so that they help you. Because like the way
tukafuna ifo twalondolola kufimufimena amafya tuleshingwana nayo mwayeshiba nokusuma tulesanga mune mwero mwafimwe nati kwena abantu nabo balebombefu.
Mr. Chiza Ludaka is the agribusiness specialist in charge of producer organizations at the Zambia Agribusiness and Trade Project 2, Zatp 2. Mr. Ludaka guided the cooperatives on the requirements for accessing matching grants under the Zatp 2 project.
To have another one. Okay? So it's better prepare for now. Okay? You put all the documents in order. Okay? Number one, require registration certificate. Registration certificate, that is good. Number two, require cooperative now a bank account. Okay? Cooperative impia not kukubikashani kupirwa. Require mashani ama bank account. Okay? Then number three, require ama cooperative our to produce something. So for me, I'm very happy because now Mpwatama products already are meeting that condition. So we want those that are in production. But we also want to help you to find other markets where someone can buy everything in bulk. Okay? Ngamwashta produce sunflower, Ngamwashta produce groundnuts. Someone can buy fiancé, pashani, pamukungu. And then they go and process peanut butter, ganishani, for process. But what we want is to help you with Yama markets.
Like us small scale farmers, you are saying we have to apply for these loans. Now, what about us? We only sell these things on open markets and we don't have receipts. What can we do?
Ilia karata to write a letter of intent. Okay? So the karata you just say if we as the ABC company to register from XYZ cooperative. To register shani soybeans. And soybeans to register maybe 20 bags or 30 bags or whatever. Right? Then we are willing now to go into a more agreement so that we can continue buying from this cooperative chap. Then to ilia karata kushta attach kushan business proposal. And then also to farmer cooperatives are very productive. Not kwa tama cooperatives yengi sana. Wale na wakota fee certificate. Shipempara. No, the fair cooperative. Chapa. Tawakwata amatawa, tawakwata bananas. Tawakwata nempa. No, the fair cooperative. But we have a cooperative now. Mamkwata impanga. Now mkwata muleshtana produce.
Zatp 2's matching grants and a line of credit promotes access to finance by producer organizations such as cooperatives, agribusiness firms, including small and medium enterprises, SMEs. This is aimed to support enhanced investments in the agribusiness sector to increase productivity and market competitiveness. Agribusiness firms and SMEs engaged in value addition and agro-processing were encouraged during the Caminex to access project support and services such as Market Connect and a line of credit.
We need to scale up such kind of innovation. This is a product whose base is soya. So this is value addition, and these are some of the things, the creativity we are looking for, the innovations we want to see so that we can build resilient businesses that can stay and make a difference, and we can create jobs. So I see you have another one. But you know what? One of the things we do, we can improve this packaging. Okay? That's one of the benefits of this project, is that once we work with you, we take you through a process that transforms you into a regional exporter, so that you can export as anywhere. our target first is our region. So if you can improve the packaging and also look at smaller packaging where you can attract the low income households, because not everyone would want very big packaging. So how do you penetrate the market? So that's some of the capacity support we'll provide.
A number of visitors that passed through the Zatp 2 stand at the Caminex were happy with the information provided by the project.
And in future, we're like proposing if at all we can have that machine of katwafumia mushiri ya twala palapa machine ya cleaner ine and then sorter ya sorting the good grade and the low grade, so that yes, sorting machine and then twaishiba i low grade yala tupela shinga or in high grade who can we supply so that the battery reject, because ngama filonga longa fi but that reject my buyers.
Cooperatives, farmers associations and unions that responded to the call for proposals under the Productive Alliance's matching grants were encouraged to submit by the deadline. Amy Nyirenda is the regional facilitator in charge of Region 3, covering Copperbelt and northwestern provinces of Zambia.
The expectations are that the farmer organizations, the cooperatives and the farmer associations apply in numbers. And we're expecting that the farmer organizations will put in place all the requirements that are needed. We are looking at land. The cooperative should have land in the name of the cooperative. We are also emphasizing that the cooperative should have an operation account and they should provide a bank statement for at least 3 months. So the other requirements are that the cooperative should have tax clearance and should have annual returns. Basically, these are the main requirements. We also need a letter of intent to show that the farmers have buyers or they are market oriented and whatever they produce for the market. So I wish the farmers all the best as they complete their application process.
Participation at the 2025 Caminex was worthwhile. At the Zambia Agri-Business and Trade Project 2, managed to engage a number of stakeholders and potential beneficiaries during the event. The Project Implementation Unit, PIU, is keen to utilize such events to promote the Zambia Agribusiness and Trade Project Development Objective and to increase the project brand visibility.